Hello, Internet. The Morgan You Know podcast network presents Balls and Brew.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the flagship sports podcast here on the Morgan You Know podcasting network. I am Rod Morgan. I will now take over in the hosting chair for the executive producer of this and every other podcast, Jimmy Jamriska. He is still here. Chris King, our guy down there in Bloomington, he is here as well. I want to take this time right off the top to say football is around the corner. We know it. We are excited, and we finally have our schedule and plan that we can present to the people. Our football handicapper, Josh Williams, will be back the first podcast in August that this network drops. Josh Williams will be on, and we will do 2 divisions an episode leading up into September. And then we'll have an episode right before the season kicks off with our boldest and craziest predictions. So, Chris, you heard me. Start working on those cockamamie, crazy predictions that you want to throw out for all the people, and you got about 4 weeks to cook them up, my friend.
Yeah, it's going to be all Cardinals this year, baby.
Nice. I like that. So, Jimmy, 2 divisions a week and then bold predictions. What do you think of our football plan we have laid out for the people?
I love our plan, and I'm going to once again rain terror on a team this year. I can't wait. Just get ready to bet against whatever I say in football. Basketball, I got your back.
Listen,
Football, I know nothing.
Here's what I would suggest to the listeners right now. Start lobbying us. All right. Hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on email, and tell us why Jimmy should absolutely not pick your team. All right. And if you make a good case, we won't let Jimmy pick your team. But if you don't write in to say, don't pick my team, Jimmy might pick your team. And Chris, we know the Jamriska kiss of death is pretty legendary on this podcast at this point.
I mean, it's like a foregone conclusion at this point, right? I mean, last year it was the Chargers, was it not? I mean,
oh yeah.
I mean, we saw what happened to them.
Rams, back-to-back Rams. Remember when I picked
right?
that was good.
Yep.
They were up by week 2.
And then the year before that, I think it was the Raiders, and I think they won 4 games that year. It's not good when Jimmy picks your teams.
Okay, Chris, I have a question for you, NFL related. This one you did not know was coming, but I think you will be okay to answer it. Are you at all concerned that your quarterback, Joe Burrow, is attempting to look exactly like the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes? Are you a little concerned about this? What do you think it means for the Bengals moving forward?
I think any time that you have a healthy Joey Burr out there on the field, you're happy. I don't care if he's looking like Cody Rhodes or if he's looking like Dusty Johnson, whoever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Joey Burr is a man of
big Bengal tattoo right here.
He is a man that wins football games. If you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, you want him out in the field. It doesn't matter what you see or how he looks.
Jimmy, if the Cincinnati Bengals DJ does not hit Kingdom early on game 1 at Cincinnati when Joe Burrow comes running out,
they need to leave. It's ridiculous. They have to hit it right away.
Now, I happen to know you're a big Eminem, aka Slim Shady. Well, I guess the death of Slim Shady. He's no longer Slim Shady. But did you think more Slim Shady, or did you think Cody Rhodes immediately when you saw the Joe Burrow pictures?
Oh, it was Cody Rhodes for sure. 100%. It's Cody Rhodes, and I love every second of it.
100%. Oh my goodness, Jim, do you believe? Listen, for people that were with us on the wrestling show, we were giving love to Bob Lashley, and I had a Bob Lashley figure right here at my side that I could have brought out for the people. Bob Lashley, Brock Lesnar, given to me by the lovely Vanimal for Father's Day. Again, shout out to Bob Lashley. But we're not doing wrestling anymore. We're doing football next week. So that means only one thing, because it certainly ain't going to be baseball or Olympics based on the performance of you two gentlemen last week when we were doing fake Olympic events. That means we are going to run the fast break.
Welcome to the fast break, the fastest 15 minutes in the NBA. I'm Jimmy. Chris and Rod are here with me. Let's talk some basketball. Let's talk some USA basketball on the women's side. USA women versus the WNBA All Stars. And it ended exactly how we thought it would. A very competitive, very cutthroat game. That was one of the best All-Star games I've ever seen, Rod.
That was very good. You would like to think that the NBA counterparts take a page out of that and decide, a little bit of friendly competition is not bad. We can all try to make sure to not hurt one another, but actually trying to play a little bit of defense, actually trying to have a semblance of an offense in a competitive game makes for enjoyment for everyone, not just the fans, not just the TV viewers, but them, because all those women seem like they were having a good time too. Chris, what do you think?
I'll be honest, I didn't watch this. I haven't been paying attention to the WNBA. I will say this, though, for Team USA, I am happy that they have a loss like this right before the games. They can realize, like, hey, we need to step up our game. We need to bring our A game every game and not take anything lightly. You saw the same thing happen with the men's team with South Sudan. I like that with our teams before we get into the Olympics. Let's get those hiccups out of the way so we can go for gold, because that's what's important, right? The gold medal.
It is for sure. However, I just like watching this. I watched a lot of this game with my daughter, my wife, and my son. Our girl, Aaliyah Boston, we've loved her since she joined the Fever. Caitlin Clark, you saw that Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, nice assist that they did. Just kind of a cool overall showing you
I thought
what
it was nice of Angel to go ahead and make that basket and not just miss it and then
and
get her
not
own
miss it and get a
rebound.
rebound so she can
I
get the
thought
double.
that was
Yeah, that
awful
was
nice of
nice of
Angel.
her, for sure. But you know
I'm
what?
sorry,
Then
Angel. I'm sorry. It's low hanging
but
fruit. I'm sorry.
it proves that Angel Reese is awesome because she's playing the gimmick, and when it doesn't really matter when they're on the same team, she's fine with it and everything's great. I think that's perfectly fine. Shout out to
It's
Kelsey
just fun
Mitchell
watching
Peterson.
Caitlin Clark. It just really
It
is,
is.
right? Like
She's really good.
it sounds so trite at this point to say it, but like you can just see the gravity she has on the court, right? Like you just know when you see someone that everyone else on the court is worried about, right? There's still a couple of players that we see in the NBA game. There's a couple of players that we'll talk about here on the men's side that still strike that fear. But when Caitlin Clark has the basketball, everybody is paying attention to her, man. And I love watching her get across the half court line and she thinks she has a semblance of an opening and she just starts going into one of those deep threes. I mean, it's really, really fun watching women's basketball. And Rod of 3 years ago, heck, Rod of 2 years ago probably would not have said that. So shout out to them. And let's hope the men can have even close to a 10th of a more competitive all-star game than the women just had.
Speaking of competitive games, the USA men's basketball has been in a couple of them, haven't they now? LeBron James had to, basically win both of them for them. USA and South Sudan, 101 to 100. That's not a wake-up call. I don't know what is. Oh, maybe it wasn't because USA and Germany came down to the wire as well. Couple things. Then I want to talk about LeBron and the flag. How worried are you, Chris, that Team USA is not going to be the team that we need to win the gold medal?
I mean, I'm not that worried. All right. And I'm not that worried because I know you said you're going to bring it up later because of the guy that's carrying the flag. All right. Because he just proved 2 games in a row why he is still the best in the world. I don't know if you guys saw that last play against South Sudan. LeBron just got the ball, held it, looked over the offense, and then made it look so easy to get to the basket and lay it up. Made it look so easy. All right. Like, that's why the USA is still the best. That's why we're still going to win gold. We got LeBron James.
All right, Rod.
It's just so fun to see a guy with other world-class athletes, right? Essentially doing old man at the Y game, right? Like all of us remember being a high schooler rolling out to the Y, right? And like that 37 to like 42-year-old dude would kind of roll out, right? And he'd just be like, hey, I haven't been in a run in a long time. And he'd be cool enough that like he wasn't, really hurting anybody, but like when he'd need to, he'd just have that old man strength. Like, all right, I'm going in the middle of the lane and all 4 of you guys from the other team are going to bump into me, but it's not going to do a damn thing. And I'm going to get this layup off, right? And that's exactly what LeBron does to world-class athletes, right? He just goes to the lane and he might be 40 years old almost at the end of this year, but he's still 6'8". He's still 275 pounds and he's still chiseled out of absolute granite. So, and he's got the basketball IQ of somebody who's played for 20 straight years and someone who's played in the Olympics twice before. So there's nothing on a basketball court he hasn't seen, and he still has the ability to summon it just enough, right? Just enough quick twitch to get it done. and his absolute speed and IQ will dominate. So I tend to agree with Chris that like I think LeBron is going to be just enough to put us over the top because I mean, will you come off the bench with Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum? I mean, that's just, nobody else is coming off their bench with their 6, 7, 8 guys being that good. So even if somebody's a little bit off one night, the USA can still come in there. And let's not forget, Kevin Durant hasn't even played yet.
Yeah, with Tyrese Halliburton getting 7 minutes, Derek White getting 11 minutes. It's pretty cool to see LeBron James just take over. I'm not that concerned. I think we will have some competitive games, but I think we are going to win. Something that I didn't think was going to be a huge controversy. Apparently it is because they don't know who LeBron James is. LeBron James is going to carry the flag out, and people say that he doesn't deserve it, shouldn't be the person who does that. He is, I can say unquestionably, the best NBA, has had the best career overall, not the best player. I'm not getting there, but I think the best career of an NBA player is because it's lasted so long. He's been on multiple Olympic teams. He is everything that, working hard, coming from nothing, doing the best you can. You really don't hear anything bad about LeBron James. And you say the worst thing he's ever done is give money to a Boys and Girls Club, and made an announcement. So I think he's a very good person to represent our country as the flag bearer, Chris.
So I don't disagree, and I'll start by saying this: I really don't care. I think he's fine.
It's valid too. Yeah, it's like who the hell cares? Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's fine for him to carry the flag.
Chris, we have to care.
This being said, though, is LeBron James the best Olympian that we have on Team USA this year? I think it can be made a case that he's not necessarily the best Olympian on Team USA this year, and maybe we should have the best Olympian carry the flag.
Well, who is that then?
I'd put Katie Ledecky up there. I mean, this is going to be her fourth Olympiads. She's about ready to go for another gold in the 800 freestyle. So like, she's been doing it. She's old as far as swimmers go, and in the Olympics. So like, you could make a case to me that she should be carrying the flag. Again, I don't really care, but I can understand the controversy.
Okay, Rod.
The amount of times that Chris, a man who co-hosts a podcast, comes on that podcast that we hope people listen to and says, I don't care, just absolutely blows me away. I mean, it just absolutely blows me away. I mean, like every time he does it, I'm just like, well, what the hell's the point? Why are all three of us then here throwing up the StreamYard, putting on the headphones, talking to one another about these topics if Chris is just going to answer, I don't care. Like, I don't understand what we're doing
That
here.
could be a
I
good
know.
segment. Oh, I like that. We're going to have a segment, the I don't care segment. Let's pick a topic we don't care about. Go.
I know it drives you guys crazy.
A 30-second segment, 10 seconds each of us. I don't care. I don't care, and I don't care.
I love narratives. Okay. We can talk about the Olympics being all the way harkening back to the Greeks and amateur athletics. It stopped being that a long time ago. Okay. This is probably the last hurrah the Olympics are ever going to have. All right. Maybe I shouldn't say that because it's supposed to be in LA for the next one. Let's hope everything can hold together, at least for the games in 2028 out in LA. All right. But we all get the greed and the corruption and all the stuff that goes on and the buildings that are forced to be made that then become vacant. We've seen the real sports things about all the Olympics. We've seen it, right? So put LeBron James on the barge floating down the Seine River during the opening ceremonies. Just do it. It's okay, right? It's okay. Put the most famous guy on the planet that Team USA has up waving the flag. There's nothing wrong with it, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it because I guarantee you people wanted Michael Jordan to carry the flag during the Dream Team in 92. And Jordan just said, absolutely not. But LeBron is touched by the moment. And that's a little bit of why LeBron is who he is. You either buy into that stuff from LeBron the way that I do, and you think that that's LeBron having a sense of history and understanding how important and how many people look upon him and the way that he reacts and acts in certain moments, or you can look at it like our guy Wu-Tang does, or our guy Pete Osterman, and call him LaFraud and think it's all cooked up and all an absolute act to just get people to like him. So I get it, but I think it's absolutely cool. And one more narrative you get, because this is a TV-driven narrative thing, the old guy still got it. How many other nations are going to have a darn near 40-year-old man carrying their flag for them? Probably not many. Let's go.
I love it. We've got a lot to go. for the Olympics. We're going to talk a lot about the Olympics. We're going to talk a lot about football coming up in the next week when we have our brand new season. The NFL 2024 begins with Josh Williams coming back. Our first podcast in August. We will be live as long as Williams' equipment works okay and everyone else's equipment works as well. We should be good to go there.
I was gonna say you better be careful throwing stones up there, Glass House Jim, right now. A guy who's literally windows falling in on him as he's recording.
That's perfectly fine. And with that, you have been listening to the Fast Break on the Morgan Knows Podcasting Network. Thanks for listening live.
Hey, Germany, guys, Dennis Schroeder. I know you didn't want Maxi Kleber to be on your Olympic team, but could have used an extra big in that game there, Germany. All right. Could have used an extra big, a 6 foot tall, switchable, kind of good on defense. Maybe can even bury a couple threes for you. So, hey, Dennis Schroeder, we all love Deutschland, but this is about ball, dude. Could have used Maxi Kleber.
Hey, Chris, unmute yourself.
Goodbye, Nat. You were on mute.
Oh, yeah, Canada, stop cheating. You know what you did. Goodbye, Internet.
Shout out Canadians.